All right. I see the notification went out, which is always good, you know, because then I know if I got the notification, I know y'all got the notification. But man, it's time to put the double fours up, baby, because it's week 8 NFL season. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my week 8 picks for the Stephen Rose and Yinzer Max Sports tournaments. Almost halfway through the season already, and of course, we all know the Browns. Their season's practically over. I'll be getting into that game here in a second, but before I do, we have no bye weeks this week. Wow, so everybody's playing. Okay, awesome. So we're going to jump right into it. Starting off Thursday, October 24th on Prime Video, we got the Los Angeles Rams going up against the Minnesota Vikings, who took their first L of the season against Detroit. And the Vikings are favored by 3. Of course, the Rams have been beat up a little bit. Cooper Cup, Puka, Nakua are coming back soon. So I think they'll be fine. But I think when you look at this game, I think Minnesota right now is just too good. With Sam Darnold of all things. Imagine that, right? Imagine telling your friends back in May. No. Yeah. May, right? Because after they drafted JJ, Vikings fans thought, oh yeah, JJ's our guy. Imagine telling Vikings fans back in like May or June that, oh yeah, JJ would tear his knee up or whatever in the preseason, and Sam Darnold would be your starting quarterback, and they would start undefeated. They'd be like, hey, yo, what kind of crack are you smoking, bro? What kind of crazy stuff are you on? Ain't no way this team going undefeated to start their season. In fact, let's take a look at how their season's gone so far, because I've actually been pretty impressed. Like, they look like a solid team, you know? I mean, they did a great job putting good pieces around. In fact, I'll look at their depth chart, and this is one of the only times I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for every team. I've just been very impressed with Minnesota. Minnesota, yeah. So Minnesota thus far, they smacked the Giants, escaped against the Niners again, smoked the Texans, escaped against the Packers, and beat the Jets. And then they lose to the Lions. And their next 4 games are all pretty winnable. At the Rams, then you got a home game against Indy. That's on Sunday Night Football. You have 3 straight road games against the Jags, Titans, and Bears. They could easily win the next 4 heading into that Bears game. I've been very impressed with the Vikings, right? And I know the spirit of Kyrie Jackson is a good team. Of course, my God, the NFC North is pretty good as well. Every team has 4 wins or more and 2 or less losses, and 3 of the 4 have 5 wins. Wow. Like Chicago's in last, but they're not even bad. It's just that division is just so damn good. Like, that's crazy. That is insane. Of course, going to the Rams, that's a tough thing to do. But I think the Vikings are going to take care of business on the road here. The Rams just aren't that great right now. They're banged up. Guys are coming back soon, though. But yeah, I think the Vikings take care of business. And they'll win by, see, maybe a touchdown and maybe a field goal in there. But give me the Vikings on the road on Thursday night. over the Rams. For under 48 and a half, I think this game could go over. Minnesota favored by 3. Yeah, give me the Vikings on the road. And then getting to Sunday, starting off with the 1 o'clock slate in Cincinnati, Ohio, of course. Philadelphia. Yeah, I'm honestly convinced playing the Browns makes teams sleepy because the Eagles couldn't do crap against us. And I mean, like I said in my recap video, it's almost like the Eagles were just testing us to see if we wanted the game bad enough, and we just kept getting on our own way. And the Bungles literally took the lead in 12 seconds, right? Opening kickoff to the house, and their offense was sleeping. Their offense was essentially sleepwalking most of the game. First half, they couldn't do nothing. We couldn't do anything either. And then Deshaun gets hurt right when he's starting to cook. And DTR, I mean, he wasn't bad, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's really that guy. He seems like just a typical backup. So how funny is it that the Eagles go against the Giants the week after we play the Eagles, and the Eagles just go out there and stomp on the Giants? So this is going to be an interesting game. Now, the last couple times I'm pretty sure Philly has played Cincinnati, Cincy has actually beaten them. In fact, let me look up their history real quick. Cincinnati versus Eagles. I'm actually quite curious. Of course, Cincinnati trying to get back on the winning side of things, trying to get around 500. The Eagles trying to essentially stay up there in the NFC East, up there with Washington, who I think just lost Jaden Daniels. I'm not sure for how long though. Cavs are building a multi-million-dollar recreational training facility. Yeah, I saw that. It's right on the Cuyahoga River. Yeah, it's going to be like their training facility, and part of it's going to be open to the public. You could literally be going in there to work out, and then you just see the Cavs players rolling in. Although I'm pretty sure they're going to have like a separate area for the training. You're going to see casual fans just walking in during a Cavs practice. Like that's not how it's going to work most likely. But the Eagles have not had a fun time against Cincinnati at all. In fact, Cincy leads the series 9-3-2. The last time they played was 2020, and they tied 23-23. That, of course, let's take a look and see who played. Was after Joe Burrow messed up his ACL? I think this was. No, he played. Ooh, he played against Carson Wentz, and they both just didn't do much. Well, Joe Burrow threw for over 300 yards, had 2 touchdowns, but Carson Wentz was Carson Wentz at that point because he had 2 picks and he got sacked 3 times. Joe Burrow got sacked 8 times because at that time the Bungles didn't know what an offensive line was. They had essentially what we have now: 5 turnstiles blocking for Joe Burrow. Ugh. All right. I mean, this game should be another interesting one, but Cincy favored by 2.5, over under 47.5. I mean, if the Eagles do what they did against the Giants on Sunday, Eagles should win. Like I've said, they have trouble playing against the Bengals. So I think with that being said, I am actually gonna go with the Eagles to break the schneid, and they're gonna beat the Bungles for the first time in 24 years. They haven't beaten them since 2000. Now they've only played them 5 times, but still, they haven't beaten them in 24 years. like the last time they beat the freaking Bungles, I was in diapers. I was, in fact, let's see what date this game was. I was either 4 or I was, oh yeah, I was 4 years old. December 24th, the day before Christmas. Wow. That was the last time they won. That's crazy. We'll see how this game goes. But yeah. I'm gonna go with the least unserious coach between Taylor and Sirianni, and I'm gonna go with the Eagles to pull this off, and they're gonna break that hilariously long losing streak, and they're gonna beat the Bungles. Cincy favored by 2.5, over under 47.5. I'll say Philly will definitely win by about a touchdown, so it'll be a close game, but I think Philly wins. All right, moving on. We got the Ravens and the Browns at Huntington Bank Field. I've been paying attention to the lot. By the way, for the Bungle game, the over under 47.5. I think that covers. I think that goes over. But yeah, Cleveland, Baltimore, over under 44.5. The line is Baltimore favored by 9. It's actually gone down. It was 9.5. Then it went as high as 10.5, and then 11. Wait, what happened? Oh, Fernando Valenzuela passed away. Oh, wow. That's sad. Former Dodger pitcher. Wow. Well, yeah, it went as high as like 10.5 and then 11. Then earlier today when I was doing my video, I think it went down like 9, 10.5 again. And now it's back down to 9. And this comes after news broke that Jameis Winston will be starting. So maybe Jameis can give us a little bit of a push, give us a little energy. I don't have the Ravens this week. I need money and Browns look horrid. LeBron and Bronny played together. Yep. I think Browns could cover, but I don't know. This game could be ugly. I'm gonna go Ravens. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I'm going Ravens. I can't pick my Browns. They have to show me they can win before I pick them. Come on now, get out of here. I'm going Ravens to win on the road. No, I mean Jameis could go out there and cook. Watch us actually win. Watch us win. Watch us score over 20 points, and watch our offense have like one of the best games of the year, if not the best game of the year. It would just be so Browns. Because then people will really come out and say, yo, we should have been starting Jameis from the beginning. And Jameis would be the one to cost us a high draft pick, too. That's our luck. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna go out there, he's gonna ball out, we're gonna win, and people are gonna be pissed because we're not gonna get a top draft pick. But yeah, so I'm gonna go Ravens. I think they will win by a couple touchdowns. And I think it'll be close for a little while, but I think they pull away eventually when our defense tires out from being on the field too long, like always. So yeah, give me the Ravens. Next, we have one of the easier games to pick. Detroit Lions host the Tennessee Titans. The Lions are favored by 11, and the over under 45.5. By the way, for the Browns game, over under 44. I think the game goes a little over that, maybe, unless it's slightly under, depending on what we do. But I know the Ravens will put up points. They always do. But Lions favored by 11, over under 45.5. Yeah, they're gonna blow these guys out. Tennessee sucks. I'm gonna go Lions. Pretty easy. All right, next we got Miami, Arizona, at South Beach. Miami favored by 3, over under 46.5. Who is back? Yay, I think. I think he might be back. But yeah, I'm gonna go Miami. Give me the fish. All right, next we got the Jets and the Patriots, 1 o'clock in Foxborough. Jets favored by 7, over under 41.5. Jets. I mean, the Patriots suck. Give me the Jets. I think this is going to be the game where we see Devontae catch a touchdown from Aaron Rodgers for the first time in a few years. Yep, this is when it's going to happen. Give me the Jets on the road to win in New England. And so yeah, over under 41.5. I think this game goes over. Yep, give me New York. Give me the Jets. Next, all right, we got Atlanta and Tampa in Tampa Bay at 1 o'clock. The line is Atlanta by 2.5, over under 46.5. I think it goes over, and I think Atlanta wins. There's going to be no Mike Evans, most likely, no Chris Godwin, obviously. And we all know how Baker is when he doesn't have his top weapons. He turns into vintage or odd year Baker for the Browns. Yep, 2019 and 2021, that dude was ass. He's not going to have his top two receivers, most likely, unless Evans somehow plays, but he's still not going to have Godwin. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, give me a Kirko chains and that Atlanta offense over the Bucks to win this game. Not to mention, I know Bijan Robinson saw what Derrick Henry just did to the Bucks, and he's like, I can do that too. Watch this. 46.5. I think it goes over. Give me the Falcons on the road. Next, all right, Green Bay at Jacksonville. Wow, Jacksonville playing playing right after 2 weeks in London. Interesting. Hope they don't have jet lag. But I mean, yeah, Green Bay favored by 4.5, over under 49.5. I'm going Green Bay. Jags are just stinky. They only won against the freaking Patriots. Patriots are even more ass than they are. So, yeah, that's tough. The Patriots now own the number one overall pick. Because technically, we beat the Jags, who beat the Patriots, who beat the Bungles. Okay. That's how it goes, of course. But yeah, I am going to go with the Packers. 4.5 favored for the Packers, over under 49.5. Oh yeah, I think it goes a little under, but I got the Packers winning on the road. All right, next we have Indy and Houston. In Houston, the Texans favored by 6, over under 45.5. Yeah, give me Houston. Houston at home. Yep. All right, 4 o'clock games. New Orleans and the Chargers in LA. The Chargers favored by 7, over under 35.5. I mean, the Saints are just so bad. So bad. I don't know what happened. I mean, they started off so good. They had people thinking, oh, yeah, that offense is nice. In fact, have they won a game since their amazing start? No. They have lost every single game since they beat the Panthers and the Cowboys. Wow. In fact, they scored 47 against Carolina, 44 against the Cowboys. Since then, they've scored 12, 24, 13, 27, and 10. Why does it sound like I'm reading off lotto numbers? They haven't even touched 30 points since. Like, what the hell happened? And they've lost to the likes of the Eagles, Falcons, Chiefs, Bucks, and Broncos. Well, eventually they're going to win a game again, right? I mean, Chargers this week, Panthers next week. Then they have the Falcons and then the Browns. Surely they're going to win a game at some point, right? Guess we'll have to wait and see. But in this week, I am going to go with the Chargers at home. Favored by 7, over under 39.5. I think this goes way over, and I think the Chargers win comfortably. All right, next Buffalo and Seattle. In Seattle, Buffalo favored by 3, over under 47.5. I got to roll with the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, give me Buffalo over Seattle. I think it'll be a close game, come down to the wire, but I got Jared. I got Jared Allen. Yeah, Jared Allen's gonna go from playing basketball to football. Yeah, give me Josh Allen. Josh Allen and the Bills over the Seahawks. And yeah, going on the road and winning in Seattle, never easy, but I got the Bills doing it. And then we got the 425 slate, Carolina, Denver in Denver. Denver Broncos favored by 9, over under 43.5. Easy. Give me the Broncos. Kansas City, Vegas in Sin City. Kansas City favored by 10, over under 41.5. I think I just saw what Aiden O'Connell is injured. So who the heck is the quarterback over there in Vegas now? Let me see. Wouldn't be Minshew, would it? No, I don't think it is. Oh, that's right. They got Ritter now. Is it really going to be Desmond Ritter? Well, he's probably going to be backing up Minshew, most likely. So, yeah. Um, this is another rather easy one to pick. Give me Kansas City all day long. Obviously, without a doubt. Kansas City favored by 10, over under 41.5. I think Kansas City wins by way more than 10, and I think the over under is like a well exceeded in this game. But yeah, give me Kansas City. And then the last game of the day, we get, the afternoon slate, Chicago and Washington. This was supposed to be Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams, but I'm pretty sure Jaden Daniels is hurt, so we'll see what happens there. In DC, and yeah, this should be a doozy. Chicago favored by 1.5, over under 43.5. I got the Bears pulling it off, especially if Jaden Daniels doesn't play. Give me the Bears to continue their winning ways, and they're going to go to 5-2 on the year. Pretty impressive start. And yeah, they're going to beat Washington. I think that goes over too. 43.5. I think it does. And then the last game of the day in general, Dallas and San Francisco again. They met last year, and San Fran put boot to ass against Dallas. And San Francisco's looking that good this year. They're looking back to they came back down to earth this year. It looks like they're vulnerable. And Dallas, I mean, let's see how they've looked. So they're coming off a 47-9 loss to the Lions. They actually had a bye week, which was sorely needed. And yeah, I think they're going to be ready to go. That loss to the Lions festered in their minds for a whole 2 weeks. They're ready to go. They want to go out to Santa Clara and tear the Niners apart. I think this would be a fun game, but I'm going to go San Francisco bouncing back, and they're going to beat the Dallas Cowboys in an absolute nail biter, simply because Dallas just can't beat San Francisco lately. So give me the Niners on Sunday Night Football in a doozy. I think this could come down to the very end. San Francisco favored by 4.5, over under 46.5. Francisco is really that far over. I think it'll probably be like a 1.5 or so short. It'll be close. But yeah, I think it'll be a very close game, over under. But I think it'll be within one possession at the end. I'll say that. But give me San Francisco over Dallas. And then wrapping up the week, Monday Night Football, Giants and Steelers at Acrisure. Steelers favored by 6.5, over under 36.5. Giants, well, they got just ran over by Saquon Barkley. So, yeah. Now they get to face Russell Wilson, most likely. This should be interesting. But I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game. And they're going to continue looking pretty damn good to start their season. And yeah, this is going to be a fun game. 36.5 over under. That's awfully low. That is the lowest over under of the week. But yeah, I'm going to go Pittsburgh over New York. And yeah, because they're looking good. They look like a solid team for once. They don't look like one of the middling teams that is just begging to make the playoffs and then get bounced in the first round. But we'll see though. But yeah, give me the Steelers over the Giants on Monday Night Football. Mainly because the Giants are just stinky la poo poo. And it's still crazy that we lost. I mean, honestly, if they didn't have Malik Neighbors, we probably would have beat them. But we didn't because Malik Neighbors is an he's a legit dog of a player. And yeah, he abused MJ Emerson, which is seemingly to be a theme lately. Teams be sitting in their film room watching MJ, and they're just thinking, food, time to cook. And they just continue to bully that poor guy. Damn. But yeah, give me Pittsburgh. All right. Good evening, Lamar. It's Crazy Dog. Yeah. The Bungles. Yeah. All right, guys. So, but we gotta do this nice and quick, guys. So, that's all I got. Of course, the picks will be in the description once the stream is over. Be sure to give this a big thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Cavs Raptors. Okay? All right. With that being said, I'm Crazy Dog.